and gentlemen, welcome back to Doctor Who Reviews. This time we are discussing another Cybermen story after we did Revenge of the Cybermen last time and we all hated it. This is the 10th planet. We didn't hate it.
Thanks, everyone. See you next week.
2 weeks, but no, we're not going to do the whole fake. Come on, April the 1st was 11 days ago, my dude.
11 days
But,
ago?
yeah.
10 days ago. It's only the 11th.
Yeah, that's 11 days. Yeah, all right, I can't math. 10. 10. Counting this day, it's also the 11th. Anyway, yeah. It was the start of April. Anyways, discuss the template with me. I'm joined by my two co-hosts who are already sassing the hell out of me. Firstly, to my virtual left, she's got Ken Heat in her heels tonight. It's Freezing Inferno.
I will not be conducting the entire podcast in this voice, but that would be pretty fucking annoying, wouldn't it?
I'm so very glad you decided to not do that. And no, I can't continue that, sorry. To my virtual right. Very nice, very evil, it's Kuchiri.
I'm evil. So is other conglomerates. Like capitalism.
Oh my god, you can't even pronounce capitalism when you're doing a Cyberman voice. Amazing.
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
Capillaries? What?
Capillary action. No.
Your wallet must be degraded to have mine be upgraded.
Maybe this is the April Fool's Day episode after all. Maybe I'm dreaming this.
No. That's Zeets.
let me just check if I'm dreaming this. Ow. No, it's real. It's real. We're stuck with it. Anyway, before we do get started, there is a little bit of sad news to report on the Doctor Who front. We've lost the actor that played Mr. Ollis in The Three Doctors.
Oh.
Laurie Webb.
Oh, God. Well,
he did get to 101 years old.
I also remembered. I saw we lost another actor. I'm going to look up his name because I cannot remember his name right now. But he was the Graf from Ribos Operation.
Oh wow! The Graf Vindicate.
That guy, yeah.
I thought he was long dead. I do apologize.
Paul Seed passed away.
That was Paul Seed.
Yeah.
God, I never realized. Well, rest in peace to Paul Seed too.
Yeah.
I do apologize. I didn't realize it was that actor.
Yeah, well, that was he.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in happier news, Easter happened, and we got a little Easter surprise.
2 very nice Easter treats, yes. Episodes 1 and 3 of Dalek Master Plan.
They're back after 50 years. And
we
they're
still don't have
pretty
episode
cool.
4 because of Blue Peter.
Well, we have the big clip from episode 4.
We have the big clip, but we don't have the full episode thanks to Blue Peter.
Well, allegedly thanks to Blue Peter, we also don't have one in part 4 of this, but that's a rumor, I think.
No, that's conflating that with Dalek Master Plan.
Fair enough.
We don't know why we haven't got this particular episode, but we haven't got this particular episode.
We just don't deal with it. But yeah, I sat down and watched the Dalek Master Plan episodes. It's pretty neat. I got to do like this little 4-part marathon because I watched the Mission to the Unknown, which is like the prequel 1-part story they did, but it's missing. But in like a couple of years ago, a bunch of like theater kids at the college did like a reenactment, and the BBC put it up officially, and they
Cool.
Nick Briggs to voice the Daleks in it. So you can watch that, and then I watched part 1, the new part 1 of Dalek's Master Plan, and part 2, which they found 20 years ago, and then the part 3, which is just found. So, a nice little day. People have been analyzing it, comparing it to the reconstruction. And when you have these actual episodes found, there's these little fluffy bits that you can't recreate even with like a reconstruction, or God help you, Ian Levine's AI animated bullshit. Like the part where they are looking at this radioactive thing, and they take off their visors, and William Hartnell's wig is all messed up, and Peter Purvis just does this little smoothing motion with his hands while he's acting. He's like, "All right, Bill, fix your hair," They just
Am I right thinking this was the University of Central Lancashire did this?
I think so. Off the top of
They're
my
not
head.
too far away from where I live.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Less than an hour's drive away from where I live.
But there's lots of little flourishes, lots of neat things we can now see with Douglas Campfield's directing, and it's just great to have more classic Doctor Who back. Now, please put this on a physical media so I can have it on my shelf at some point.
It's also cool that we've now got nearly all of the first half of Master Plan.
We're only missing 4 and 6. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll never get 7 back.
No, we won't. Well, I don't know. With the way that things have gone and private collectors and stuff, would that, like a random collector just had this in his attic for 50 years?
I'll rephrase. I would be surprised if we got episode 7 back.
It'll be very surprising, but I don't
it's a
know.
wonderful piece of Christmas whimsy, but it doesn't actually take away from the story at all.
And Merry Christmas to all you at home. Yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's all very interesting. It's lovely to have these back. Hopefully, Film is Fabulous can find more lost media, not just Doctor Who, but any lost media, because all lost media finds are good lost media finds.
I've got a weird feeling they're going to find the traitors.
What's the traitors?
Episode 4 of Dark Master Plan.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling that they might just find it.
Well, that'd be neat.
And then we get to watch the scene in glorious HD.
Oh God! You're excited to watch the scene.
I'm not excited because I've seen the scene. It's horrific.
Yeah.
But honestly, I am excited for film preservation.
Yeah, honestly, I can't wait for as good as film preservation is, I can't wait for one of these finds to be something that fandom doesn't give a shit about. Yeah, and like Dalek's Master Plan is a big sought after one. I want it to be like, Film is Fabulous have announced we found a missing Doctor Who episode. The Highlanders 3.
Good news, we found Galaxy 4. Don't care, we would have got animated.
And yeah, we found a part of Galaxy. Yeah, 2011 was like peak. We found episodes that people usually don't give a shit about, where they found a Galaxy 4 and they found Underwater Menace episode 2.
Good news, everyone. We found the actual plot to what Chibnall was trying to talk about.
That's not lost media. It never existed in the first place.
The shade is real. But Dalek Master Plan. That's great. What else are we going to talk about?
Just one very brief bit of extra business before we get to that, because it's extremely funny. It is to me.
Oh yeah.
So BBC Three is marking 20 years of David Tennant as the Doctor.
Oh boy, David Tennant nostalgia. I haven't heard of that before.
That's Thursday. No, but the way they're doing this is extremely funny.
Yeah.
So let me just give you the schedule for BBC Three on April the 16th, evening of.
Okay.
And bear in mind, this is to celebrate 20 years of the Doctor. So David Tennant starring as the 10th Doctor in 2006. I know it was in 2005 with the Christmas Invasion, but his first full story.
When the show was good.
So they're showing the Starbase, followed by Wild Blue Yonder, followed by The Giggle, followed by Totally Doctor Who, which is the documentary that David Tennant narrates, so fair enough, and finishing up with the Unleashed episodes for the Starbase, Wild Blue Yonder, and The Giggle. They're not showing any of the 10th Doctor.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Not New Earth, not Midnight, not Doomsday.
No Blink.
No, not Blink or Sit and Pit or Impossible Planet. 3 specials where the 10th Doctor is not in them.
Yeah.
The Unleashed for that and a documentary. Chef's kiss.
Oh, delightful. I mean, they're good episodes, but it's not, I guess it's technically celebrating David Tennant.
It's a weird way to celebrate his debut as the Doctor by not showing his debut as the Doctor.
Oh, you gotta love it.
It's like celebrating the Muppets by showing Sesame Street.
Hey.
That's not showing Sesame Street, but it's not the Muppets.
You listen here, buddy.
It's not shade. It's not shade. You okay, Mo Simpson?
I'm sorry. I've been watching Simpsons. I finished season 5 just a couple days ago. So I'm less than halfway through this fucking journey. Help me.
I love the fact that they have an episode called I Annoyed Grunt.
EI Annoyed Grunt.
Yes, that's another one.
Which Annoyed Grunt is just dull. right?
No, that's Marge.
No. Annoyed
I'm
grunt
not
is
going to.
Doe.
No. Joe is just, oops.
Yeah.
That is how the Simpsons writers refer to Doe, as annoyed grunt.
I thought annoyed grunt was Marge's.
Hang on.
What the? Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
I always thought, Marge's was the annoyed grunt, but
Yeah.
I think they all have their own annoyed grunts now that I'm thinking about it.
Yes.
okay. Anyway, thank you for clearing that up.
Convenience alert.
At least at the time, it's the story he regenerates in at the end.
Yeah.
We got Ben and Polly as companions. They
What
would
do you
stick
mean
around until the Faceless
regeneration?
Ones. The first regeneration, yes.
Don't you mean renewal?
Ah,
Yeah, you're right.
you're being cheeky.
No, he's right. At the time, it was referred to in the script as renewal. They hadn't come up with the idea of regeneration
You were
just yet.
technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Now he's being cheeky, but yeah, this was the final story for William Hartnell until the Three Doctors, which he couldn't really appear in full because he was ill.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he had to leave Doctor Who because he was ill. So
He was also ill in this.
yeah. He dips out of episode 3 because of that.
He does. We'll get to the behind the scenes on that a bit later on.
But there's some firsts going on here as well. Obviously, the first story to feature the Cybermen, and it's the first of the story element that the Troughton era would use a lot. The base under siege, where you've got this big set with all these people in charge, and then some alien monsters come in and start skulking around trying to take it over.
It's
And
a pretty
you've
good
got
base under siege.
And you've got the obstinate leader in charge who's like, I'm not going to listen to you. Why? Because then the story would be over and writers got to eat. But for their first attempt, they actually give a little more justification for why the person in charge is such a shithead beyond, I've got to be a shithead because plot.
Yeah, they actually give him a justification for his actions.
Now, if only they could do that for more of the Troughton ones, but I digress.
Yeah. The Trout ones that we don't have.
Well, we
Apart from
have
animation.
lots of season 5.
Oh, don't remind me. So anyway, we start with stock footage of a rocket launch.
Stock footage of a rocket launcher. We're back in Revenge of the Cybermen again? I mean, Jesus.
Don't remind me. This was 1966 that this was broadcast. So this could be any number of space missions that they used for this fictitious space mission, Zeus 4.
Yay. Hey, it's mythology. You love that shit.
Yeah, Zeus is 1 to 3 with too busy banging the gods.
Unfortunately, Zeus was horny.
Unfortunately, Zeus was horny. Actually, no, I'm wrong, aren't I? Because it's not he's banging the gods, he's banging the mortals. Half of Greek mythology boils down to Zeus couldn't keep it in his pants, and things happened because of it.
He also fucked other gods too, but
He did, in fairness, yes. But mostly it was the mortals.
yeah.
I fell
He had
in
a
love
thing for
with
mortal
a
ladies.
swan.
He had a thing for mortal ladies, and we'll just leave it right there, shall we? But we got a 2-man space mission, the Zeus 4. Mission control is in Antarctica, at the Snowcap base. And as we record this, less than 24 hours ago, Artemis 2 splashed down.
Yay!
So extremely timely pick on your part, Kuchiri, even if you didn't mean to do it.
Totally meant it. I totally knew that the space mission was going on. All that stuff.
I will say that I think in a time of very great turmoil in the world, a lot of division, the space mission has united us.
Wasn't it that the people on Artemis 2 are now the humans who have traveled the farthest in space?
Yeah, and in an amazing moment, the one of the crew said that we now lay down the challenge for this record to not last very long.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
In the words of Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall, get your ass to Mars.
That's the plan, eventually. Artemis 3 will be going up, I think, next year, and that's another manned lunar flight, although they won't be landing on the moon. Then Artemis 4 plans to land and I think start building a moon base.
Egg.
Egg base. No, this isn't Sonic the Hedgehog.
Eggman?
This isn't Sonic the Hedgehog.
You know what I mean.
I know. I'm trying to go past it.
I'm pissing on the moon, you idiots.
This is to go there. You had to go there.
Of course I did.
Go on.
I'm trying to. That's
Okay, so
completely-
Doctor Who arrives with his
Yeah,
friends.
Dr. Ben and Polly arrive outside the Snowcat base. They actually dress for the climate.
Which I'd argue, I don't know, bundling up in like, you know, a little bundling up for a cold winter's day, probably isn't going to cut it in frigid Antarctica, but whatever.
I mean, it works.
Who's here to nitpick?
Well, we are, apparently. They are immediately detected by the base personnel. One of the base personnel is
I
very
love
happy
the
to walk.
scene. I love the scene where the guy is looking through the periscope. Oh my god, they must be seeing things. Oh, what do you see? There's like a hut. Oh yeah, and there's a woman. There's a woman. Let me see.
Yes.
And of course, this man is extremely Italian, so it's more like "Mamma mia, let me see." Oh,
This is Tito.
Yes.
Tito, Joe, the unnamed American sergeant, and a fourth man. Don't get too attached to any of these guys.
If it were in color, we could see their uniforms were red.
Wasn't going to go there, but yes. This is an international space mission, so there's a number of different nationalities.
Mm-hmm.
I think General's meant to be American, but the actor is actually a Canadian. He's also a very established actor. It's Robert Beatty,
Mm-hmm.
who went on to be in a brilliant war film called Where Eagles Dare.
Ooh.
Also playing a general, but he's a bit less of a curmudgeon, shall we say,
God,
in that film.
Imagine if Classic Who ever got like George C. Scott or something.
Oh my God! Can you imagine, Bob? Can you imagine? You magnificent bastard! I read your book.
Fucking I'm just thinking the Doctor Strange love of imagining George C. Scott in this.
Oh my God!
Daryl, drop the Z bomb, or oh God, drop the Z bomb.
I think I'm glad that thing cut out.
That peaked so hard, but I get what you're doing.
You know what I'm referencing.
I know what you're referencing. Please stop it at once.
Cease. Anyway, the general.
Cease and all desist. We meet the base commander. This is General Cutler. He is, to put it simply, a hard ass.
Again, this is the role that many a Troughton commander will take on. The obstinate hard ass who's there to be the obstinate hard ass in the opposition.
But they give him some actual depth.
Oh, they do. And
They give him a reason and a motivation for doing what he does.
Yeah, well, that comes up like midway through, but
they still give it to him, which is
they
an
still-
improvement.
which is an improvement. It's more than you can say for like a. Yeah, it's not Troughton, but I'm thinking the Power Kroll, that dude with the mustache, who's like,
Oh my God.
Steal everyone because money.
Yes.
It's like, ooh, I'm a bad guy.
And Robert's Beatty plays him really, really well.
Oh, yeah.
So we find out we're actually in 1986, December 1986 to be precise. This episode aired in 1966, which was 3 years before Apollo 11 made it to the moon.
And they even have a little reference. It's like Ben's like, "Oh, have you guys made it to the moon?" "Oh yeah, sure, of course we have." Which it could age poorly, but didn't. We got there.
And now we have our first slight behind the scenes tangent when we get to the crew of the spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
So these are Schultz and Williams.
Oh, you're gonna talk about this. Oh, of course you are.
We just mentioned an actor that passed away when he was 101, and one of these astronauts got to 100.
Wow.
The guy playing Williams, I think his name is Earl Cameron. He lived to 100, but he also had a hand in, or according to him anyway, in setting up a romance. So his agent, a guy called Terry Carney, was apparently introduced to William Hartnell's daughter by Earl Cameron, and they married.
Wow.
And then there's another romance that was directly on the set involving Michael Craze, who played Ben.
Mhm.
So he had a nose that was quite irritable because he'd had an accident and nearly died when his
Gee.
nose started bleeding.
Oh goodness.
And he did not like the fake snow they were using. It irritated his nose, but he got through the shoot. It didn't stop him going up to the production assistant who was responsible for putting snow in the machine, however, and asking her out. Long story short, Rita, she married him.
Oh, that's sweet. So that's not the story. I was just going to say that apparently, I don't know. I can't verify this while I'm on the air. Just we got to move along. But apparently, the spacesuits, it's rumored, were reused some years later for one of the bounty hunters in Empire Strikes Back.
I can see it.
Yeah, the lizard guy,
I could see it. Yeah, Bosk.
Busk. You know the name of some dude from Star Wars.
He was in a video game.
It was in a computer video game.
I think it's Bosk. Anyway,
Hmm.
Doesn't really matter.
Yes.
Anyway, these pilots are having a bad time. These astronauts are having a bad time. They see a 10th planet in the distance between
What?
Venus and Mars.
Another planet? That's wild.
And then they start running out of fuel. They're advised to try and land. And the new planet's gravity field is not going to let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's pulling the craft further and further in. So then we get a rather cool bit. I mean, I will say that a lot of this part was just to set up the next three parts. But there's nothing really wrong with that.
No. It's
I mean,
good.
it's better than having exposition cliffhanger.
Like,
Absolutely.
okay, let's compare and contrast. I was watching 2 weeks ago. Watching Revenge of the Cybermen. Every episode felt like it was overstuffed and but also took like 35 minutes for each part. 10th Planet flew along at a cliff. I was like, oh, I was just sitting there and like, holy shit! Barely any time It feels like barely any time passed, and I'm on part 4. Wow.
There's almost no filler in this. It's honestly impressive in 1966.
Yeah, I mean, sure, Ben gets locked up twice to escape, but it's better than
It
other.
facilitates the plot.
Yeah, it's better than other stories. But this bit with the doctor's real cool, where he writes something down on a piece of paper to give to the general, and then he gives this like the second in command guy, Barkley.
Dr. Barkley, yeah.
And then we see the 10th planet, which this is just so charmingly pulp. The 10th planet is upside down Earth.
Yeah, Paulie recognizes Malaysia.
Well, that's South America. But ooh, it's like upside down. It's Earth's mirror.
Oh,
Oh, come on. You knew I had to go there.
I walked into that. Hit the button, me.
Doctor Who Mirror Alert. Doctor Who Mirror Alert.
I love that this is both a part of Doctor Who canon and also blazingly silly. And, this makes absolutely no sense from an astrological and planet and, geographical perspective. In many forms of science, this is absolutely fucking bonkers. But
And
I
the
love
doctor
it.
predicted that this was going to be what's causing the problem, which makes the general incredulous.
Mondas has the exact same landmass as Earth and the exact same continental drift, just exactly reversed. Come on.
It's like in the Pokemon games.
Oh man.
It's like how the Galar region is just basically the UK flipped upside down.
We love you, Scottish Pokemon trainer.
We absolutely do. Oh no, she's Scottish.
No, she's Come on then, Pokemon fight me, you cunt.
That's not a Scottish accent, but
I can't do a Scottish accent.
I also can't, despite being maybe 25% Scottish.
Well.
Well, my gran was Scottish on my mother's side, which I guess made my mum 50% Scottish,
Wow, there you go.
which will make me 25. But I
Ethnicity
don't have
math.
any of those. Sorry?
Ethnicity math.
Yes. It was only 25% in my defense.
Oh god.
Or it is only 25%. I'm still here, thank God.
See, I'm a Scottish freak, and I'm not normal. So you got 25% at best at being Scottish.
I
Then
just
you add Chris
realized what you
Angles
were
in this.
referencing. I love you for that.
He's 25% Scottish. He's just ish.
But Tish. No, sorry, 25% Tish. So
Okay. But yeah, the 10th planet.
Loch Ness Monster, the numbers don't lie, they throw the rest for you at sacrifice.
Yes. So the 10th planet, which is upside down Earth.
Yeah, it's here. It's raining energy from Earth.
There is some weird, like, dark alchemy shit going on with this story that I fuck with. The fact that these are twin planets, but one can't survive without the other, and they're draining the energy, and then you get the notion of the Cybermen when they come in here. Absolutely wild shit.
Yeah.
Just, a magician could have a good time with this story.
They definitely could.
And I've seen certain Doctor Who critics have their fun with it.
Absolutely. So anyway, Cutler is left incredulous. He contacts the Secretary General of the Space Agency. It's ISC, so I guess it's International Space Corporation. Command. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes more sense. But the ISC, and he asks the general to interrogate the strangers. He also talks about this planet that's emerged. It will make more sense in part 2.
Which we'll get to when we get to our spooky cliffhanger.
But first we get to our cliffhanger, yeah. And this is actually a pretty good cliffhanger.
I mean, yeah.
Because bear in mind that the episode does not mention the Cybermen at all.
Why would it? This is the first
Exactly.
time they showed up.
Well, it could just be called the Cybermen. Oh, what are the Cybermen? We'll have to watch the episode to find out. But no.
It's
Three of
the
the
10th planet. They are talking about the 10th planet.
Yeah, the 10th planet. Anyway, some denizens of the 10th planet are about to arrive here because the sergeant from earlier and also Joe and Tito are sent out to search for the TARDIS. Sorry, no, not for the TARDIS. Search the TARDIS.
The hut.
The hut. So they go out in the they go out in the snow in weather appropriate gear. They can't get it open, so the sergeant tells his two friends to go and get his two men, I suppose, they're not really friends. Get the two men to get some cutting gear, and then he is approached by strangers who proceed to judo chop him to death.
I fucking love the soundtrack. By the way, they use the music cue for all the Trout and Cybermen stories, and it fucking rules. Wow, wow.
Was that in the original broadcast, or did they add that into the remaster?
No. I'm sure that was originally there. They're not in the habit of like George Lucasing these.
I do love that music in Two of the Cybermen, by the way, when they're breaking out for the first time.
All right, I will allow you some praise of Tomb of the Cybermen.
It's not a bad story. Has some problematic elements, but it's not a bad story.
This is a better story. Hot take.
I don't know.
But yeah, well, we don't just get, it's not just the Cybermen we know and love. It is the one and only classic Who appearance of the original Cybermen.
Yeah, the Mondasian Cybermen.
Honestly, this is more threatening than like the current Cybermen that we got in the modern Who.
It's really funny you should say that. Because they were pretty scary, and yet they shouldn't have been. Because they were essentially sellotaped together.
But that low budget look is what makes them work. They look like they're patchwork Frankensteinian monsters.
Absolutely. I mean, their planet's falling apart, and so are they. It makes perfect sense.
They look like they were like just forced into those suits. They were like corpses or whatever.
They were.
It basically are, and and this is where I strike my thing. If you could replace the Cybermen with robots, you have a bad Cyberman story. You could not replace these with robots. Part of the horror of them is the way that they're supposed to be like people, but they're emotionless, and also the fact that they're patchwork zombies, basically.
You know what? I might have to give this the 10th planet then, because you could potentially replace the two of the Cybermen with robots.
Well, I will stick up a little for Tomb of the Cybermen. They do a conversion in that, so that's more.
They do. They convert Toberman.
So that's
all right. So, no, you couldn't.
That's something.
That's something.
But also the Mondasian Cybermen. Can you just imagine the reaction back in 1966? You don't know what a Cyberman is. You're not reacting to it. Oh, there's a Cyberman. You're like, what in the fuck is that thing? Tune in next week.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they don't do this with the other Cybermen. They take their victims' clothes. Yeah. They disguise themselves.
Which they do not act like you would expect Cybermen to act. You know, we expect Cybermen to be like, yeah, we're going to conquer you. You will be converted. It's logical. Whereas the Cybermen they're logical, but that's really all they are. It's just cold logic. They're
really good antagonists here.
I know. They hit it out of the park the first time, honestly. It's just this cold logic of, you're all doomed. It's illogical to try and fight it. You may as well come with us.
Yeah. Whether they intend to actually, fulfill that side of the bargain remains to be seen.
Well, that's only when, their plan B is kill us all.
Yeah.
Also, technically, their plan A was also kill us all.
Oh, they were. I don't know if they were going to actually kill us all. Or they were going to take everyone to Mondas and turn them into Cybermen. But it's a moot point. You can wonder what it is. But yeah.
So they're on their way now to the base. Before we get there, we have a few issues to clear up. So the doctor tells the General Cutler, visitors will be arriving soon. He just gets ignored. He then contacts the astronauts, as the general says, promise you, men, we'll get you home. They are so dead.
They only have 1 week till retirement.
They are so dead. Then the 10th planet's discovery is being reported by the media. And just to make things worse, the snow cap can't be reached by ISC anymore. So, things are falling apart. And here's the Cybermen.
Oh, boy. I love how panicked this scene is. The doctor's pleading with the general. They go, oh, listen to me. I'm not going to listen to you. And then all of a sudden, they show up and it's just like, oh, my God.
Everyone's shouting over each other, but it works here.
Yeah, there's a real panic to this. All of a sudden, these fucking monstrosities show up. And what the fuck are they?
Yeah.
And then they speak and... Okay, we made fun of the voices on the top, but the way they're just so fucking creepy. The way that the mouth just opens and it doesn't even follow the lip movement doesn't even follow what they're saying. It's just this fragmented computer speak. We are talking right now, and you will listen.
And the slight buzzing when they talk as well.
Oh my God! Yeah.
The slight reverb buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not human, not anymore. But there's little bits of humanity in there with the robot as well.
Well, mondacity.
Well, okay, sorry. Then they're not humanoid anymore. Yeah. They're not Mondasians anymore. But
I mean, the writer of this, Kit Pedler, who had worked with what's his name, Jerry Davis. I think they're co-creators of the Cybermen. The entire impetus of this was because artificial organs and stuff like that were in the news, and Kit Pedler was actually a doctor, so he had that sort of stuff in the mind, and I guess he thought of
he was a doctor, and also he was ill at the time. So
okay, so it's the classic sci-fi thing: take something that's in the headlines and really push the envelope for it to make an allegory. So
also interesting fact: both Pedler and Davis have their names misspelled in one of the episode's credits.
I did notice that Kit was spelled with 2 T's.
And they spelled Davies as in Ray Davies of the Kings.
Is this how they did their credits normally?
No, they did special credits for.
This is an embellishment, yeah.
With the whole computer code.
It's a good embellishment, but it's an embellishment.
I think the only other time they did this in the Hartnell era was War Machines. Off the top of my head.
They did something special with the War Machines, yes.
Yeah.
I've not seen that one, so I couldn't tell you what it is.
Yeah, but as I was saying, yeah, they took artificial hearts and organs and plastic surgery, stuff like that, and amped it up for the allegory of people who replaced everything, including their souls.
It's a really creepy concept.
Yeah, and God, the fucking line where the Cybermen won't let them save the people, and Polly here is just like, "Oh, why won't you help them? Don't you feel anything?" Just the line. They're gonna die. There are people dying all over the world, but you do not help them.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck.
And the fact it has a point.
God damn.
I mean, they are most definitely the villains here, but it had a point there.
Well, again, that emotionless, cold logic where they're like, please let us help the spacecrafts. And it's just like, why are you bothering? You're wasting your time.
I love the low tech design here. They're very effective.
Yeah. They're just like, why are you bothering? You can't possibly help them. It would be
also,
illogical.
weirdly enough, this is the only Cyberman story to have the Cybermen have names.
Yeah, they have names. Isn't that fucking
But
wild?
only in the credits. Only in the credits.
Yeah.
But they still have names.
So it's clearly from like, I don't know, the Troughton era on, at least Tomb of the Cybermen, maybe the Moon Base, where they're just like, we're going to survive and convert you, boop, 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 we are emotionless creatures. Whereas they have names, but they're still, cold logic. It's wild.
Yeah. There is I'm just going to mention this now because when we get to the bit where they augment themselves to prolong their own lifespans, which were starting to run out.
Yeah.
There is a brilliant Big Finish story.
Oh yes.
Called Spare Parts.
Spare Parts.
And Spare Parts explains in detail why the Mondasians did this to themselves, how the Mondasians did this to themselves. It's essentially a prequel to this.
Spare Parts is Genesis of the Daleks, but for the Cybermen.
Yeah. Long before they did it again with World Enough in Time.
Yeah. But it's a banger audio. One of the best.
It really is. And I've decided that we will add that to the rotation. We will do that at some point.
Of course.
Just not next time, please, because that'll be 3 Cybermen story in a row.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
What do you think we are? The season 12 finale?
Oh, my God.
Funny.
Oh, my God. Funny joke.
Funny joke. But yeah, this whole thing with the Cybermen explaining Mondas, how it was Earth's twin planet, but then it drifted off to space, and to survive, they had to turn themselves into this, and now they're back.
Yeah, and the doctor was right. He said that.
So did Mondas also have a Spider Queen inside it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's go with yes and move on.
Oh God, can you imagine Cyber Rachnos? Jesus.
Yeah, don't get the fanfic writers any ideas.
Well, they have enough already. I mean, for God's sakes, it's just as well I mentioned it now. Speaking of fanfic writers, so this story's set in 1986. It's 20 years in the future. When they were writing this, they were like, oh, let's set it like a little bit into the future, but not like way in the future, like 100 years. Let's just set 20 years in the future. And then come 20 years later, Leanne Levine is like, oh my God, you guys, we have to explain that Mondas, the upside down planet Earth, is going to come into orbit with our planet next year. We have to do a story explaining that. Quick, let me write Attack of the Cybermen.
Unfortunately, he wrote Attack of the Cybermen.
Yeah, which I wasn't here for. I got to go to the sunny capital and go to a wedding and eat poutine at the wedding while you fuckers had to sit through that.
Yeah, you made the right choice.
I did.
Yeah, you make the right choice, annoyed grunt.
Annoyed grunt? What you mean?
I don't think I got through again.
No, it did not.
It might get through with me, though. Annoyed grunt, you mean?
I was trying to do the Marge Simpson one. That's
Oh.
the joke. Anyway, what else you got on this list here?
Okay. Another kind of amazing scene. So the Cybermen or a General Cutler thinks he's fought the Cybermen because he sends a distress signal secretly, and then tells the Cybermen what he's done. So it wasn't that much of a secret.
Well, great plan, Cutler.
They say to him, report back that was a false alarm. He refuses. So they just knock him out. And then they threaten to destroy the controls to the rocket. To Zeus 4, sorry.
Yeah.
So Barclay relents and says, okay, I'll do it. I'll tell them it's a false alarm. I'll tell Geneva it's a false alarm. He does. Ben then finds a gun that a soldier that got killed earlier had dropped.
Oh, can we talk about these weird the Cybermen, you know? Now, in later stories, they'll carry like laser guns or shoot things out of their heads, as we saw in Revenge of the Cybermen. But here they have these fucking two-handed heat lamp things.
I wish they'd stuck with this as well.
Which I think when they did World Enough in Time, they just sort of had a heat ray come out of the top of the head thing between the handles.
Did. That's how one of them kills the Doctor.
Right, yeah. But here they have these fucking heat lamp things.
Mortally injures the Doctor anyway.
Yeah. And so Ben is about to have fun with one of those.
Yeah, but he grabs a soldier's gun that's lying on the ground, but he's quickly caught. And the cyber leader, although it's not referred to as that, I believe this name of this Cyberman is actually Krail, but again, it's only in the cast list at the end. Takes the gun and bends it.
Oh boy!
With its bare hands. This is how you establish these things as a threat.
Yeah. And then all-time banger line from William Hartnell.
Oh, is this about the emotions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love, pride, hate, fear. Have you no emotions, sir? Which they actually reshot for Twice Upon a Time.
Yeah.
With David Bradley.
They sure did. And
then
then
takes place during this.
And then this is fucking dumb. I'm sorry. This is kind of dumb. The way Ben gets out of this situation. So
we've got the astronauts to talk about first.
Okay, talk about the astronauts. Yeah.
Well, we can't really talk about that much more because they attempt to bring this Zeus 4 into Earth. There's a chilling bit where the Cybermen are like, "You cannot save them." I can't do the voice all the time.
They cannot be saved.
But we will like to contact them anyway.
Which,
oh
God.
So they try to bring Zeus 4 into land. The Cybermen just let them because they know what's going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
And long story short, it falls further into the pull of Mondes and then blows up. You don't see an explosion, which makes it so much more effective.
It just cuts out, and it's just like Polly's just
I'm
like, what
afraid
happens?
they're dead, Polly. The ship exploded.
They dead.
Oh. Whoa! God. Then Ben's little trap
This is so
to get out of his cell because after the gun's bent, he's taken away. As we'll find out later, the Cybermen need some of these people alive, so they don't kill him, but they take him away and lock him up. Ben comes up with a brilliant plan to use, well, brilliant inverted commas, to use a projector, turn it on, shine it on the door, then distract the Cyberman guard to come in or entice it. It then blinds the Cyberman. Ben takes his weapon from it. The Cyberman still advances on him, and Ben is forced to shoot the Cyberman dead. To the story's credit, he's disturbed by this.
Yeah, fair. I don't know if this is the first time Ben killed anyone. I haven't seen the Smugglers in a hot minute, so couldn't tell you.
That's his first story after War Machines, right?
He's in the War Machines, then the Smugglers, then this. Yes.
Yeah, and then some of the Troughton era. But
also, I'm thinking of it. It's silly, but the only reason this works is because the Cybermen are the way they are, and they still have fucking eyes. Like if that Cyberman upgraded his eyes, you'd be fucked.
True.
That's probably why the new ones has changed that too.
Yeah. And yet the new ones, by the time of Silver Nemesis, you shoot a gold coin at them, they fall over dead.
Well, they've got a allergy to gold. We established this.
Which they just kind of made up for Revenge of the Cybermen. But okay, go off. Speaking of the Cybermen, they have a little plan, which is weird alchemical trickery because Mondas is the mirror of Earth and Mondas is losing energy. They have to take Earth's energy to replenish Mondas and survive.
But it's okay because they're going to save humanity.
Save humanity.
Yeah, they're going to take them all to Mondas.
And presumably turn them all into fucking Cybermen.
And presumably, yeah, but they don't say that bit out loud yet.
No. Which
So the Earth will be
they
dead, but the humans will survive.
In later stories, they totally would do this. I can see them saying that. We will upgrade you. It is doing you a favor.
Yeah. Then we get that banger line by Hartnell.
God.
Having no emotions, sir. And while they are talking, and Polly is distraught that they're going to allow all these people to die, General Cutler comes to. Ben has now got out of his cell. He hands him the cyber gun. We'll just call it the cyber gun. It's easier. And he uses it to kill the two Cybermen. And again,
Hartnell disapproves of.
And Ben disapproves of, because they're paying off the whole, looking disturbed when he shot that Cyberman. Cutler says, good work there, son, and Ben does not look happy about it. Like, I wish there'd been another way, sort of a thing.
Yeah, well.
And you could say that's maybe why he was picked as a companion, because the Doctor's companions have certain qualities.
Oh, yeah. Ben's a nice fella.
There's a reason why a General Cutler would never be on board the TARDIS.
No. Well, but also Hartnell is quick to tell him, you may have fucked up in killing them because we don't know their full plan, and they're sure to retaliate. We've got this base under control.
And now we find out, or now we establish the motivation for the General.
Yeah,
so Zeus 4 has exploded, it's gone. But before it blew up, they sent another probe, Zeus 5, to try and rescue it. A one-man probe, incredibly dangerous mission, so they need a volunteer. The General's son volunteered.
So now we have a personal stake in getting rid of all those fucking Cybermen.
It's very good.
This is more meat than most obstinate antagonists to Doctor Who.
Thank you. That's why this is good. There's more meat on its bones than most stories. Thank you.
And it's great. You're obviously you're rooting for Doctor Who to succeed instead of and the General's plans are like ill thought out. But even so, you at the same time you understand why he's doing this. It's like, I've got to save my son. I care for him and I don't want him to die. So I will do whatever it takes to get rid of these fucking Cybermen.
Yeah.
Which goes to some pretty fucking dark places.
It does.
But,
so the cliffhanger for part 2 is that General Cutler is ordering missiles to be primed to shoot at the Cybermen. And then a technician detects a huge fleet of spacecraft approaching the Earth.
God, this is so good. It's just a bunch of dots, but it's just like the pants-shooting moment of, oh, fuck, there are hundreds of them.
This is a pretty strong cliffhanger game. All the cliffhangers made sense.
And it wasn't like, oh my God, is Doctor Who going to die next week? No.
Next part. No, wait, don't kill Doctor Who.
Yeah, we don't have any of that. We get our first look at the Cybermen in part 1's cliffhanger. Part 2 is the spacecraft here, and part 3, as we'll find out later, is a countdown.
Yeah, again, I'm thinking of a Silver Nemesis, which has a similar cliffhanger of, oh my God, there are thousands of cyber warships. But honestly, I think this is more effective than the space shot of thousands and thousands of warships. It's just a bunch of dots on a radar screen coming towards you, but your imagination fills in the rest, and it's just like, oh shit.
I mean, we've joked before about Cybermen stories with cliffhangers.
Yes.
And how most of the cliffhangers are just, oh no, there are Cybermen in a story that has the Cybermen in the title.
Which this one avoids by being the first Cybermen story, where instead of, oh no, it's Cybermen, it's, what the fuck is that thing?
Absolutely. And then we get to part 3, and this is where things take an interesting turn.
Yeah.
So immediately as part 3 begins, the Doctor just collapses.
And notably, we don't see him from the front.
No, we don't see him at all for all of part 3. There was a reason for this. William Hartnell was taken legitimately ill.
I mean, this is why he had to quit being Doctor Who.
Yeah.
In quite bad health. But it's unfortunate, given the 1-2 punch of he's not in part 3, and part 4 is the one part of this we don't have. That part 2 thing, emotions, love, hate, pride, and fear. That's basically the last we get to see of William Hartnell in the original run.
Yeah. It means that his final episode that we have intact, he doesn't appear in.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything in.
Mm.
And that
It's
is
a
sad.
shame.
They did actually plan for this, though, in case he was too ill to actually film it. So this was a contingency. So it didn't put them too much in the lurch. They just took the dialogue he would have said and gave it to other characters.
Fair enough.
Which is fair enough. But yeah, that is sad. That is sad. So Cutler talks to his son on board Zeus 5. Doesn't tell him the full story. Doesn't tell him that the 2 people he's come to rescue are dead.
Yeah.
But you can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Because people that think they are doomed tend to panic and end up dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I mean, we wouldn't want to have someone in charge panicking or something, right? We wouldn't want him to make irrational decisions based out of worry for something personal, like using a bomb so deadly it could wipe out half of life on Earth. Or something.
I'm just going to say it. He's a good secondary antagonist.
He is. He absolutely is.
Yeah.
He's that one little personal motivation puts him leagues ahead of all the fuckwit secondary antagonists in a Troughton base under siege.
Absolutely. So the Doctor's not in a good way. Ben thinks he's fine. Polly thinks he's worn out. You could say he's wearing a bit thin.
And indeed he will say that in part 4.
He will say that in part 4, yes. So Cutler's plan is insane. There are 3 doomsday devices, the Z bombs. It should be Z bombs, but he's Canadian.
He's American. He's playing an American. He can say
okay,
that.
so yeah, the Z bombs. This will destroy Mondas, but the radiation will also wipe out half of life on the planet Earth.
Well,
and vegetation won't grow anymore. So they're like, "Are you sure you should do this, General? Shut up! I'm going to use it. I need to save my son."
Now let's get permission from the Secretary General. Absolutely not. Crazy.
He calls the Secretary General. He asks for permission to use the bomb. He is rightly refused to use the bomb. But then he tricks this guy. He says, well, in that case, can I do whatever I can to defend the base as necessary? And not thinking about it, thinking, well, I've said no to the bomb, so he doesn't mean that. The Secretary General says yes.
Okay, surely this is violating your orders.
As soon as he hangs up.
No, this is the No Homers Club. We can have one Homer.
God.
Yeah, but
no Z bombs? Absolutely. No Z bombs. Launch a Z bomb. But we're allowed to launch one.
Yeah. So no sooner has the general hung up, he's like, right, man, we're gonna get the Z bomb ready. Ben objects.
And Cutler's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Put him in the lockup.
I've had it up to here with listening to you. Even though, an episode earlier he was praising Ben for helping kill those 2 Cybermen. But
now they're not helping him kill Cybermen.
He's insane now, yes. So Ben's gonna get locked up.
Save his son.
Ben's gonna get locked up, but he does give a suggestion for the Doctor. So I think the idea was if Hartnell had been fit to do this, he would have said this rather than Ben saying the Doctor says this.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is let Mondas burn itself up.
This is very Warrior's Gate. Do nothing, it is done.
Yeah. Do nothing. What? Do nothing.
Well, we still had to do some things to resolve
After 7 days of doing nothing, sit back and enjoy your glorious victory.
So Ben gets locked up and Polly gets, this is very 1960s. She's like, oh, maybe I can make you guys some coffee or something.
Yeah, she's allowed to stay in the central control room because of this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually, there is a purpose to this. It's to try and get Dr. Barclay to help them.
Yeah,
which she can't do. She's locked up in a cell. So
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
It's slightly, oh, look at the token woman, but also there is a purpose to it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. And then where are we up to? They put the fuse on the bomb.
And God, there is a good humanizing scene with Cutler here. Are you scared, Barkley?
Dyson.
Dyson, yeah. I'm terrified, but I'll do what it takes to save my son.
Yeah. The fear for losing his son is overriding any sort of logic or common sense.
Which is ironic when you consider that his opponent is based on pure logic, whereas he's running on pure emotion without thinking of logic. Ooh, it's like they're opposites.
Yeah.
Like they're reverse mirrors of each other?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
my
just
God.
like how Mondes is an upside down Earth.
Doctor Who mirror alert? Question mark.
I'll allow it. Put it up.
Doctor Who Mirror Alert. Doctor Who Mirror Alert.
And Wolf Job.
Have Wolfjaw be hitting the mirror alert button
No.
with his dick.
No.
No, he definitely won't do that.
Anyway, Cutler only gets worse because now they've lost contact with Zeus 5. So,
Man, it sucks to be in these Zeus missions. I'm pretty sure 1 through 3 didn't have that much better stories either. They were already on 4.
yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that's similar to the Apollo program. One blew up.
Yep.
One blew up.
National TV.
Yeah, I know. And then they didn't dare man another rocket until Apollo 8.
Mm-hmm.
But when that did get off the ground, there was a huge sense of relief and accomplishment. And it paved the way for Apollo 11 and even Apollo 13, which had a disaster, but they survived. So Apollo 1 is the only of the Apollo rockets to actually not make it. Still a tragedy, but at least it was the only one of its kind. Till the Challenger, anyway.
Yeah. What a shame. Which, God, Challenger was also 1986, like this story.
It was.
That's eerie.
Very. They kind of predicted it.
So there's this whole story loop here now where we're getting Barclay's help to sabotage the rocket so that Cutler can't launch it, because Barclay can't disobey the direct order, but he can go behind the guy's back and make sure that the rocket does not take off and blow up and irradiate half the planet. So
yeah, bad idea that, really.
Yeah, but Cutler's not thinking logically. But
he's not thinking at all.
Yeah. But so there's this whole thing of crawl through the vent and go into the rocket room and sabotage.
Assemble the silver monkey. Avoid the
silver monkey. Yes.
Avoid the temple guards. Yeah.
So yeah, we can summarize a great deal. It's not that it's padded. It's just it's just you can say then they do the thing.
It leads to a great bit where Cutler finds Ben.
It's just like
and just yeets him off a platform.
Yeets him off the railing and knocks his ass out.
He smacks his head. You don't know at first if he's actually still alive or not. He is.
He's fine.
Of course.
But But meanwhile, the Cybermen are arriving en masse, which we get to see a whole one UFO land because that's the only model they built.
And surprisingly, they lose.
Well, because they have the cyber guns.
They've come up with a clever plan. They'll hide in the snow, and when the Cybermen come out, they shoot them with the cyber guns. Then they take the fallen Cybermen's weapons with them, so they've got more weapons to use.
Yeah,
it's a good idea. Unfortunately, it will come to nothing in part 4.
But yeah, well, it doesn't need to, because again, all we have to do is kill time long enough for Mondes to drain itself dry.
Cutler thoughts that by discovering the so-called mutiny, and he threatens Bond, saying, "I need you for the rocket, but when we're done, we'll have a talk, mister."
And then it's countdown time.
I love that they actually put this on the screen.
It's great. And
The superimposed visuals over the screen.
it's a pretty good cliffhanger. A countdown. It's a good cliffhanger. Like, oh no, what's gonna happen?
Well, it's letting you know the climax is about ready to happen. You don't want to miss out on the climax.
Phrasing, my dude.
No,
and also
the climax of the story.
Yes,
I know.
Get your head out of the gutter, Ring. Goodness gracious. But also, Ben can't
Get out of the
remember.
gutter.
Ben can't remember if he sabotaged the rocket or not, so it's because he got bonked on the head. So that's our cliffhanger and our last existing footage. Well, other than like the regeneration of the 10th planet, as we transition over to the animation chops of Planet 55.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give him any shade here because at least we got the end of the story.
Yes.
Isn't like extremely lucky we even got the regeneration because someone actually recorded it like on their own like personal.
Blue Peter again.
Yeah.
And
also, yeah, and also we have for the shots of like where William Hartnell's at the TARDIS. It's like Kuchiri said, somebody literally pointed a film camera at their TV and filmed that.
Yeah.
And we have
also Blue Peter again, and this time an intern didn't take the tape.
Yeah, but also there is an interesting little story regarding the lost episode 4. Sometime in the 90s, there was a rumor that it seemed credible at the time that 10th Planet 4 had been found, but it turned out to be a hoax. But they were so convinced that the people behind making the VHS releases, they actually got Michael Craze to record a brief little teaser to be like, in 1966, we made the 10th planet. It was William Hartnell's last story. The Cybermen were in it. And now, recently, the last episode has been rediscovered. So I'm proud to present to you the completed 10th planet.
Did he know that it was a hoax?
No, he didn't know at the time.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. It turned out to be a hoax. And actually, that footage might have made it onto the 10th planet VHS tape they did release, which just had like a reconstruction of part 4.
Yeah.
For VHS, but I think that's why we have the footage. The footage exists out there. You can find it. That's the thing. Unfortunately, we don't have 10th Planet Part 4, but we have this animation. At Planet 55, we did many animations, apparently, including the fucking Reign of Terror one, which this is better than that.
Did they also do the one for the Power of the Daleks?
I don't know. Off the top
This
of my
is better
head.
than that as well.
Planet 55 Doctor Who animation. They did Galaxy 4, this, the Moon Base, Abominable Snowmen, and Fury from the Deep.
Okay, they
And-
didn't.
And they also co-worked on Reign of Terror.
Okay, so Fury from the Deep, which we've done that one,
We did Fury
and
from
that's
the Deep.
that's not a bad animation.
Yeah, I mean that's the standard style they did the animations in the recent years.
So they got better over time.
They did. But this is good. It's stylized, but there are moments that shine through.
It's absolutely passable. You can actually absolutely see which characters are which,
Yeah.
which is the first important thing. They don't have to stick like labels of surnames on people's clothes.
Yeah.
Although I know that was also in the original footage that they recovered from Power of the Daleks, but still.
But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's serviceable. It's something that you can watch. It's better than a reconstruction. It's no match for having the actual episode back, as we found in comparing Dalek's Master Plan's reconstructions with its actual footage. But
Yeah.
well, you take what you can get with missing episodes, and this is a pretty good get.
So the rocket does indeed fail to launch.
Oh, what a shock! And
And the Doctor has now recovered, so he's back in the control room.
Whistler's having a very normal day.
Oh, he's losing his goddamn mind. So
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
he
You
threatens
ruined
to
everything.
shoot Ben. He threatens to shoot the Doctor. He threatens to shoot Dr. Barkley.
I'm gonna shoot everyone.
Then Zeus 5 is losing power. Oh, the pilot reports it's losing power. And then the comms line goes dead. Like the other one did when Zeus 4 exploded.
Oh, he's really gonna be pleased now.
So he thinks his son is dead. He's going mad with grief. He's just about to shoot the Doctor in the face when the sun enters the face and shoot him, possibly not in the face.
Oh, they shoot him
So
dead.
Cutler's dead.
Which, again, he had good motivation for being the unhinged lunatic he was.
The Doctor also thanks the Cybermen for saving their lives because he was about to kill them all. Not wrong, but it's all part of the Doctor's plan to stall for time. The Cybermen, unfortunately, countered this by taking a hostage.
And of
Technically,
course,
too.
They take one hostage to begin with because the Doctor's like, your planet is dying, but if you stay on Earth and live with us in peace, why not? And they refuse. Not just because there's a missile pointed directly at their ship.
No, but this is also like a really good point. Like, if you want to talk about the character growth of the first Doctor, you know, you go to the first season, he is a crotchety old man the whole time through.
Gonna bash a caveman's head in with a rock.
Yeah, and then boom, there he is now, you know, offering to save the people who basically try killing the entire world, you know?
He's not really offered to save them, though, because he knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. It's just playing for time, really.
It's playing for time, but they take Polly as a bargaining chip. She's taken to the cyber ship. And then Simon proceeds to give her the Tongan death grip and she passes out.
God. So this is where Ian Levine got
too strong, yo. Haku too strong.
So this is where Ian Levine got the inspiration for the cyber death noogie from Attack of the Cybermen.
Yeah. The man called Mang. Not many people get that joke, but
is this a wrestling joke?
It is.
I figured. Anyway,
when he was in WCW, Haku was known as Mang.
I see. Oh yeah. Also, they've invaded Geneva, which that's
they're taking over Geneva as well.
Which
also, Polly is put into a restraining chair after she passes out. It's a pretty odd-looking chair. They animate it like it's wood, but it's also got metal bits and like a collar that goes around the neck area, so you can't get out.
It reminds me of Daleks have no concept of elegance. This is obvious.
Yes, absolutely. So they've taken over mission control in Geneva, but they've kept the people alive, it seems.
So yeah, they have a plan. Take the explosive element out of the Z-bomb and kill everyone on Earth with it.
Yeah, a secondary objective and then evacuation. And the Doctor picks up on this as like a secondary objective. You're going to destroy the Earth, aren't you?
Maybe.
They don't deny it. They don't affirm it. They then take the Doctor as a hostage as well.
But Ben is clever in this.
Ben is the MVP of Part 4.
Yeah, which he and the other boys are sent down to take out the bomb part or whatever. But then he starts thinking, the Cybermen are stronger than us. Why don't they do it?
Yeah, they bent the gun in half like it was nothing.
Yeah.
They could lift us off the floor, so why aren't they in here?
Yeah, and why aren't they guarding us from inside the chamber? Why are they waiting outside? Oh, I love how Dyson's such a little like wimp in this. It's like, hey, we shouldn't try to play big. We should just do what they say.
Yeah.
But now he realizes, oh yeah, they can't handle radiation. Let's use it to our advantage. Let's take the fucking nuclear rods out of the nuclear reactor and hold them by the stick and wave them in front of the Cybermen.
Well, before they do this, they test the theory out. Ben tests the theory out.
Hey, Cyberman, come in. Oh, no, you've got to help.
They all play dead. The Cyberman comes in, immediately is rendered immobile by the radiation.
Okay, so hypothesis tested. Great.
Yeah, so it doesn't kill the Cyberman, but it weakens it.
Fair enough. Well, the Cybermen, naturally, once they refuse to take out the bomb, are just like, fine, let's fill the room with deadly gas.
Not deadly gas, this is knockout gas.
Knockout gas.
Because they said we need them alive. It's only use the gas if you have to. Because we need them alive.
Which they're going to do anyway, but...
And conscious. Once they've achieved their objective. But it's interesting, isn't it? Like there is a parallel here between, unfortunately, Revenge of the Cybermen. Where the plots... Don't worry, this is not a mirror alert. It doesn't deserve a mirror alert because it's Revenge of the Cybermen.
True.
But there is a parallel where part of the plot involves the Cybermen can't do this thing, so they have humans that they take hostage to do it for them.
Oh yeah, the bomb thing. Yeah.
and the planet of gold in the bomb thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One with the original Cybermen is it then completely undermines that by having 2 Cybermen go down to the planet of gold with them.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't do what? You can't do what? You can't do the thing that you're just doing. Okay.
God.
This is handled a lot better. And yes, they use the rods as weapons to weaken the Cybermen so they can kill them. But before that, it's bargaining time.
Yay.
This is when the Doctor is taken to the cyber ship as a hostage. And if you don't give up the bomb, we will kill Ben and sorry, you are Ben. We will kill the old man and the girl.
And so Ben, in response, rips out the communications. So now they can't spy on this.
MVP.
Ben's pretty cool in this.
Yeah. There's also a telltale line where the Doctor is in the restraining chair with next to Polly, that the ship is absorbing too much energy from Mondas.
Yeah.
We'll get to the payoff for that very shortly.
We will, but yeah. So Ben's plan is it goes off. Well, we can just say it goes off. A man dies, but it goes off.
Yeah, the one man that didn't have a credit and is only mentioned. It doesn't have any dialogue.
He was also coincidentally wearing a red shirt.
He was. He was. Yes. That we know of because it's a black and white animation, but
yeah, and yeah, bad things are happening. Oh, what are we gonna do?
They escape the room. They defeat the Cybermen. So they've taken back control of the base.
Hey, what's
Hence
happening?
dies in the attempt. But Ben then there's a device left behind by the Cybermen they just killed, and so he sort of fiddles with it. The idea being to draw them in again to play for time. They arrive a lot sooner than expected.
But luckily, we hit the time.
We hit the time, and Mondas goes supernova, and the animation for this is gorgeous.
Oh, the planet. Yeah, you know that was just like a model crumbling or whatever.
Yes. They go full in on this, with Mondas disintegrating and then going supernova. And this part of the animation is great.
And the Cybermen, man.
They melt.
It's like all their organic parts just fizzle away, and you're left with the husk.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. And now a fun little behind-the-scenes bit about these Cybermen. So Annika Wills, who played Polly, had a kind of a hard time trying to film with these guys.
Oh.
Not because of any kind of, bad thing on the set or she was unwell, anything like that. No, she couldn't stop laughing. Because she's supposed to act like she's frightened of these things. But they're held together by sellotape. And inside the costume, as she said, they were all 6-foot hunks.
Oh, God.
So she couldn't stop laughing. She was being menaced by these really attractive-looking 6-foot guys.
Oh, God.
And I think, and I can't confirm this for real. I can't confirm this for a fact. But when Ben says at the end, when they're like leaving the base, and there's a rotting Cyberman suit next to them, and he says, "Good-looking guys, aren't they?" I think that's an ad lib to this.
That's great.
He may be trying to get Annika Wills to break.
That would have been great. Yeah. So the day's saved. We can call up Cutler's son and get him back down to Earth. He's probably going to be real fucking sad when he realizes what the fuck happened to his dad.
And what his dad tried to do.
Yeah.
No. The Cybermen killed him. He did nothing else wrong.
He did nothing.
They might let him down gently like that.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah. So Ben gets to go to the remaining cyber ship and free Polly and the Doctor. Wakey, Doctor! It's all over.
Over, my boy? No, it isn't all over. It's far from being over. And the Doctor's in a bad way. He's slumped over in the chair before Ben frees him.
What could be going on here? Well, he puts on they get his cloak on. He says to Ben, "Keep warm," which that's the last thing William Hartnell ever says.
Yeah.
The original Doctor Who.
This was not the intended last line for this Doctor. His intended last line was something along the lines of, no, I will simply not give in. However, They were running short on time for production. And they wanted to give the full attention to the regeneration and get it looking as good as possible. You know, shoot it properly. So Derek Martinez?
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek Martinez opted not to film the line at all, and they just went straight to the regeneration.
Yeah. Well, what we go to, we fade away from this, and then the first Doctor, he's out. William Hartnell's out in the cold wilderness, wandering around, and he hears a voice. And he walks up, and there's a silver-haired Scotsman kneeling in front of the TARDIS.
Yes. So you're referring to Twice Upon a Time, which takes place during the story.
Yeah, right here. There's even a fucking fade in. There's a fade out, and then fade in where Polly and Ben are like, "Let us in the TARDIS, Doctor." That's when Twice Upon a Time happens.
Yeah, this animation was in 2013, so that fade in was entirely unintentional.
Yeah, well,
but it went so well.
I'm sure they were working from a camera script. That's
and because it's Once Upon a Time, we do now know that the first Doctor's actual final words before regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
As spoken by David Bradley, not by William Hartnell. Well, then here we go, the long way around.
Okay, we'll accept that retcon, Moffat. It's fine.
He did it far much better than I ever could.
Mm-hmm.
The best retcon was the fact that they actually gave the Sixth Doctor some final words in Big Finish, and they're actually really good.
Man, I wish we could talk about the Sixth Doctor's last story, but it's part of the box set, so I don't know if you'd have to talk about the 3 stories before it.
We can discuss that later.
We'll see. But here we go then. Twice Upon a Time happens in between this gap, and
there's a weird cut, which I don't know if they never filmed this in the actual episode, and therefore they chose not to animate it, because we go straight from Ben and Polly banging on the door of the TARDIS. Let us in, Doctor, let us in. And they're just inside the TARDIS.
Well,
we don't see him release the lock. We don't see him open the door.
Yeah.
We don't see them jimmy it. They're just in now.
Yeah, well.
But I'll allow it because history.
Here it is.
History is made.
The madcap decision that the BBC made. They're like, oh no, William Hartnell is too ill to continue the show. How are we going to continue with Doctor Who? We can recast him? Well, let's not just recast him. Let's say that he's a weirdo alien time traveler who can completely change his face upon reaching a mortal death.
Let's say that he's a weirdo. Frezno Inferno, April 11th, 2026. Let's say that he's a weirdo.
Well, you know what I mean.
I just love that line. Also, I've just dropped my phone. That's not good.
That's not good. Anyway, so here we are. We've got this lavish shot of the TARDIS, which, again, they had the footage for this, so they could reference it. And, they had the footage of William Hartnell lying on the floor of the TARDIS, which they could reference. And
they do.
Here we go. The TARDIS noise happens, and we crossfade. The very first regeneration. I'm sorry, I mean renewal.
Yeah, as I say, at this point, regeneration wasn't established as a thing yet.
And William Hartnell transforms.
It was linked to the TARDIS as well. The renewal.
Yeah,
that's why the TARDIS makes the sound when he renews.
Yeah. Well, anyway, there we are. We got a new Doctor. We've got a new Doctor Who.
Yeah,
I wonder how that's going to go. We actually know exactly how it's going to go because we talked about Power of the Daleks.
And we do have the footage, the original footage that survives.
We do
of the regeneration.
And thank God we do. Imagine how nutso fandom would be if we didn't have that.
And then use it in Twice Upon a Time as well.
Yeah.
So that is it. That is the 10th Planet over and done with. And William Hartnell over and done with, apart from a cameo in the 10th Doctors.
The 3
Good
Doctors.
God. The 3
You're my replacements?
I think there actually is a comic called The 10 Doctors.
Is that the one with Adam Mitchell?
It might be. Blech.
Oh my God. No, just no, I refuse.
Okay, why don't you talk about 10th Planet instead?
Okay, I don't refuse to talk about this. This was good. In fact, this was really good. Yes, it's based on the Siege. Yes, you've seen based on the Siege episodes before, but this does it right.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cybermen are fantastic enemies. Arguably, perhaps the best they've been until the modern era. How's that for a hot take?
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it.
Although, bear in mind, I haven't seen the moon base or the invasion, so
I haven't seen the invasion in a long time.
I know it's quite well regarded by fans.
Well, there's a lot going on where it sets up future eras for that. But
Yeah, also, the iconic shot of them marching down the steps
yeah.
at St. Paul's.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this was actually pretty enjoyable, and despite the fact that we are missing episode 4, the animation fills in the gaps, and we can consider this a completed story now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kudos to Kuchiri. This was a good pick.
I know. I sometimes have good ideas.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I won't sing Erasure. Don't worry.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
I mean, this was probably the best classic Who I've seen since I've rejoined you guys.
Oh wow!
Oh my God, it's a Christmas miracle.
I mean, we've done some pretty good episodes. Yeah, I
It's
guess
a Christmas miracle. It's only April.
We've done good episodes, but I've always had, I don't know, I always had issue with the cliffhangers always being so jarring. I've had issues with episodes just not feeling like
anything happened.
Yeah. And I understand writers gotta eat, blah 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 blah, memes and stuff, and yeah. But no, this is honestly like if they would have kept on was doing this style for Bases Under Siege story, where you just get the one episode to establish everything, and then you get 60 minutes, it's kind of like a movie. You watch a movie, you get the first 20 minutes that establishes what's going on in the movie, what's the who are the main characters, what's going to be the goal for the villains and the heroes, and then you get 60 minutes to like break that down. Like if more of the Bases Under Siege stories did this and didn't like try to do shock, oh, is the doctor going to die? Oh no. I feel like a lot of these other parts were just been 20, 30 times better easily.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this fixed the main issue I've had for years with this.
We finally did it. We finally found classic Who that cooks for Kuchiri.
Like I said, Christmas miracle it's only April.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, I also fucking love it. I am really shocked at how well this holds up. I mean, I know it's well regarded. I don't remember particularly like super duper duper loving it the last time I watched it, but no, I'm full of shit. This rules. It's the first time they're doing the Cybermen, which means that you're not having that usual baggage of they have to be emotionless conquerors, basically robots. But you don't have the conversion aspect in either. But instead, you just have this cold, unfeeling logic and their design being so fucked up. It's delightful. It's delightfully fucked up, rather. And then you have the motivation of Cutler. It's the first Base Under Siege, but they give the secondary antagonist an actual decent motivation so you understand where he's coming from and why he goes off the deep end, instead of just he's gone bad because we need to write the bad guy who stops Doctor Who from resolving the plot. And the cliffhanger game, very strong again. None of that forced, oh no, don't kill Doctor Who shit, like Kuchiri said. 3, very strong, very good cliffhangers that have you eager to anticipate what's going to happen next week. And I'd argue even a forced cliffhanger that has you going, what the hell's going to happen next week? Because remember, the people in 1966 didn't know this. It's like, what the fuck? How's that going to work? How the hell is the lovely old man, William Hartnell, he's a completely different fucking person. What happened there? Which, again, we know the answer to, but for them, it must be mind fucking blown. This is peak. This is peak classic Who. I mean, it's a little trad for me to say that a monster story is peak, but, you got to respect the classics sometimes, and I respect this. So, well done. 3 thumbs up all around.
Yeah, and I will add, by the way, that The reason why Patrick Troughton got the gig as the next Doctor, apparently William Hartnell said he was the only actor that could replace him.
Well, he made a good choice.
Again, whether or not that's true or not, but that's the apparent story.
And Troughton was very good.
He was very, very good.
What the hell are we doing next?
Well, you have the answer to that because it's your pick.
Well, I technically have the answer, but okay. I had a plan back when we were doing Revenge of the Cybermen. I knew exactly what I wanted to pick, and then Kuchiri picked the Cybermen story, and we did 2 in a row. And you've alluded to it, so I'll leave the choice up to you both. Now, I think I know how you're going to pick, but I will ask: Would you rather do a 3rd Cyberman story in a row or something else?
Something else.
You'd like Kuchiri?
Hey, you know what? I'll be contrarian again. Let's do another Cyberman story. Let's
Okay,
make this the Spring of Cybermen.
Oh my God. Cyber Spring. All right.
Okay. So I'm going to lead this. I'm going to lead this in. Okay. So there's this company called Big Finish, and they do Doctor Who audios, and there's a Doctor Who audio featuring the Cybermen.
Wait, is this before you move forward, is this something that just got newly added to our list to pick from, perchance?
Well, why don't we see? Next time on Doctor Who Reviews, Sins of the Flesh! Surprise! It wasn't spare parts after all. So let me explain what this is. Sins of the Flesh is the last story of I'm going to have to figure this out. What is it called? This is the last story of volume something or other. Volume 5 of the 11th Doctor Chronicles.
Oh.
So it features Jacob Dudman as Matt Smith, who it's an impeccable fucking performance. I never once doubted that, you just believe that it's Matt Smith there. It's that good of an impression. And it's the 11th Doctor, and he has an audio-only companion for this set called set of chronicles called Valerie Lockwood, who's a lady from the future.
Oh my God, we're doing a Valerie story?
Yeah, we're doing a Valerie story. Valerie Lockwood, she lives in the future. She's got like cybernetic implants, and I'm going onto the Big Finish website just so I can read you the synopsis of Sins of the Flesh, which is the final story. We don't have to talk about the other 2. There's a deeper arc. There's some mild arc shit going on, but I can explain away that soon enough. So I'm going to read to you the synopsis Big Finish has for Sins of the Flesh on their website, written by Alfie Shaw. Is your child exhibiting sinful behavior? Have they set themselves on the road of eternal damnation? Has everything you tried failed? Feel like you're out of options? Don't worry, we can help. Bring them to the Rebirth Organization today. Bring them to be converted.
I'm sold.
I'm just going to say it here. I'm just going to put it out there. As much as I praise the 10 Plan and all that, I listened to Sins of the Flesh on the way to the city 3 weeks ago? Yeah, 3 weeks ago, because a week later we did Revenge of the Cybermen. 3 weeks ago, I was listening to this on the drive into the city, and my jaw hit the fucking floor of the truck. This is the best Cyberman story I have ever experienced.
What, more than spare parts?
More than spare parts.
Well, after that high praise, we've got to do it.
I was just absolutely fucking gobsmacked at what they managed to do with the cyber. I mean, from that description, I think you can kind of figure out what the allegory is here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Should I just say it?
CT.
Yeah. That's what
I'm not going to say it out loud because that upsets people, but CT,
I mean, we're going to have to talk about it when we talk about it.
And when we do that, I'll put like a warning in the description.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're using the Cybermen as an allegory for.
Oh my God, that actually works.
Fucking rips.
That actually works.
Oh my God. Also, I should mention Valerie Lockwood is canonically bisexual. In these audios, she has a lesbian girlfriend named Roanna.
Of course.
Who unfortunately does not feature in Sins of the Flesh.
You picked a companion with the lesbian girlfriend? I'm shocked.
What? Me? Goodness gracious. So yeah, here we go. Our Cyber Spring continues with Sins of the Flesh.
And ends, because I'm not doing 4 in a row.
Oh, well. Oh yeah, you have the next pick, so you do get to decide. Unless you're like, you know what, fuck it, it continues. Next up, spare parts.
Yeah. Side motherfuckers, wrestler side manager steel. No.
Side bitches. Anyway, Rainiac, until you spring that on us.
And I am looking forward to doing that one day.
People.
I am looking forward to doing Age of Steel one day because that's very good. But I don't think I'll do a Cyberman story for the 4th time in a row. But I might surprise you all.
Cyberman, Cyber Spring.
Honestly, I should have.
Oh, now you have a catchy chat. We have to do it. That's the rule, right?
Yeah. Anyway, Rainiac, where can you find so many people?
That was so fast. I wouldn't have known it if you hadn't said it every time. You can find us other people on Blue Sky in the links below. You can also find us on Twitch, including but not limited to twitch.tv/Kuchiri, or is it the Kuchiri?
That Kuchiri, but I haven't been on Twitch in like 3 years.
Kuchiri,
so.
but he's mostly on YouTube now. Twitch.tv/Freezing Inferno, and not been active for about 2 years, but twitch.tv/Rainiac. By books written by our cool friends, including Back to the Nth Hour Volumes 1 and 2 by Lena Fenrir McTeer. Volume 3 soon to come this year, we think.
June.
We think.
No, I'm pretty sure they said that on the podcast. If they didn't say that on the podcast.
No,
we said that we were on Gaim, weren't we? She said that.
They mentioned March or April. We're there in March and April. So
I swear to God, she said June on Gaim.
I think Sean said June on Gaim, yes.
Okay, Sean
said June, so June, Volume 3, hopefully. Speaking of Sean, By the Time for the Trees by Sean Dillon, and by Sharon McGarthrain, Volume 1, written by a whole bunch of talented authors, including Sean Lehner and Freezing Inferno.
Hi.
They're in the book.
I am in the book.
So you allude to it. Kuchiri, what have you been doing online?
No, I just threw out a unedited, just off the cuff TV theory on the current season of Kamen Rider Zeets. It's not doing too hot, not too many views, but I threw one out. Just trying something. Maybe I do more in that style. More people will watch them.
Hell yeah. It's good to theorize.
And maybe Frezno and I might try a Yu-Gi-Oh series again because the last one didn't do so hot either.
Oh, God.
The DMs are open. Whenever you want to get in touch to do that after the weekend, we can.
I feel like I'm taking advantage of Frezno getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh games.
No. We did a Yu-Gi-Oh series last year where we tried making a really hard progression series, but then after like a few games, it was going to be one of those things where I kind of realized like, oh, we were just going to be stuck in LOB Mail Raiders format for like a year.
Yeah.
And then it just took way too long to edit, and it wasn't really being watched.
On the Yu-Gi-Oh front, Kuchiri's gotten back into Duel Links, and I've gotten back into Master Duel, so yay!
Yeah, and I was going to say, this might feature in what you've been doing online, Frezno.
Oh, yeah, well, I haven't been doing that online. Well, I did a little bit of it online for a bit.
You did, and you absolutely took those guys to the clears.
Yeah, I beat. I was playing in the event where you get where you start with 15 cards. I was just playing one of those cheap ass FTK decks, and I managed to going second beat one of the top meta decks currently.
You did.
And then I had to replay later with my tier 2 deck where I managed to beat another of the top meta decks.
Yeah. And this all happened at the end of a stream where you beat DKC3 on 105% mode.
I did do that, yeah. And now I've started Star Tropics on Thursdays, and I'm still playing Little Goody Two Shoes on Mondays.
It better not be Alien Orphans.
Oh, God.
Hey, friends, we should do another AP.
Maybe?
He was hit and miss, but he had his moments, and that was one of those moments.
Yeah, well, and Rain, what have you been up to aside from this podcast?
Not a right lot. All
right, then. Shall I
Easter
say
Easter came and Easter went.
Hey, Rain, when we go and finish Gav?
That's something else I need to get into, yeah. So
yeah.
It can't be tomorrow because other podcasts are happening.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah.
But either next week or
wait, you're doing the Quantum Leap tomorrow?
No, Sean is doing Quantum Leap. Is Sean on Gav?
No,
Oh, who's on Gav?
just Fallon, Rain, and
Yeah, but I haven't watched the film yet. That's
Well, you got a day to do it. We're doing Quantum Leap.
I know. I won't be around tomorrow.
Oh.
So 3 excuses in a minute. Got it. Good.
I can't appear on a podcast if I'm not here.
Hey, Rain, convert us to good night.
Good night, and join us next time for what was it called? The Sense of the Flesh.
Sins of the Flesh.
John Jacob Dubman is the 11th Doctor, and his companion is Valerie.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the actress, but I do know who you mean.
Mm-hmm.
So join us next time for that. That should be a blast. And until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
See ya.